we bought a Hummer, and this is our journey. So take a look at our driver. He's super excited to get up there. So we decided to buy a 25-year-old Hummer. It's a Hummer H1. There's only less than 2,000 of its kind, so it's super rare, but definitely a really cool truck. So we knew that we would come up on some issues buying this car, and we did some research on figuring out some things. We consulted with someone who is very good on diesel work. We did a bunch of YouTube videos. We looked up a bunch of things. So we knew what we were getting into, basically. So it was about a 5-hour drive up there. But it's not a trip to Jacksonville until you make it to Daytona and spend like a night there at least. So here we are driving up that famous bridge. Very nice view, very nice day. And the weather was definitely on our side. So when we got there, we checked into the hotel and we immediately went to go drink, of course. Have some drinks, have some food. Amazing time. Daytona, it is what it is. There's a bunch of locals there. If you've ever been to Daytona, then you know. If you know, basically. So the next day, we woke up super early, like 6 a.m. to get ready to get back on the road, basically. So we were planning to meet the seller at around 9 o'clock. And you've gotten to Jacksonville once you've hit that famous Jacksonville Bridge. It's an amazing view. And once again, the day is completely on our side. Do you see that sky? Not a cloud in the sky, basically. So, amazing view. So, here we are. We finally made it to the truck. And boy, is it rusty. It is dusty. And it is definitely a 25-year-old truck. But you know what? We knew kind of what we were going into. It's a diesel truck. They're made to last. This truck had over almost 200,000 miles on it. But again, it's a diesel truck, so these things usually have that much on there. But so that wasn't an issue. Long story short, this truck was pretty sturdy. They had new upholstery in it. There wasn't any huge major flaws on the inside that kept us from getting it. So guess what? We got it. So here we are driving back, and here's our driver again. So I will say that for a 25-year-old truck, we knew it would come with some issues. What the issues were, would not always be disclosed by the seller. And we did end up finding that out on our way down. We did run into some mechanical issues, but it wasn't anything that wasn't able to get us back down to Broward County. But stay tuned for part 2 to see the rest of this journey. See you soon.